holes are always black. That's the taste being. That is whenever you eat your ego, you understand how beautiful it is, and you will consume. Or in other words, the same thing it was in interdimensional black hole, where black hole is eating the interdimensional creation. This is the same thing, where the right brain is eating, and then the left brain tells you like why you're eating, basically. And this is the perfect way to tell you why you're eating, because you not only why you're eating, but it's the perfect picture of reality. It paints you in the perfect being. Rick and Morty just did a fucking non-duality episode. Right after we talked about that. Oh my god. Brought back the culture channel. We threw all of them. Right again.
You say curious about the terminology. If ego or left brain is to taste, what does it mean when it says that in black hole you eat with the right brain? What's going on?
I'm gonna walk outside, but you can continue talking.
Curious about the terminology. If the ego or the left brain is to taste, what does it mean when it says that in black hole you eat with right brain? And then I say an ego is to be tasted.
That's what changes that. Is an ego is to be tasted. That's what I mean. It's not that an ego is to taste. It's that an ego is to be tasted. So everything which the ego can possibly come up with needs a sacrifice to be eaten by God. And like you should think of eating in that capacity. Like this is not good for you because it isn't good for you. You, in any capacity in which you are God, is not affected by the way in which things are consumed. Right? In other words, it's like you have to go to God's perspective to understand how beautiful this all is. From our perspective, it is how most people think of it. So it's like you are being eaten. Everything that ego comes up with, every thought you have is pretty funny, especially when so every single time you think, it's a sacrifice. And it's like, one of the ways that's been so good, I was thinking about that while watching this life, is like, when you know every single time you think that it's just a sacrifice to God, every time you think it's reaching out towards God, and it's reaching towards something greater than itself, and you know every single action you make is full of something.
Okay, and so then you say, I'll need some time to think on that, beautiful texture to ponder on, good work. Our egos be like that liver, for real, ruptured into one intense thought texture. And then you say, turns out Nate Diaz dominates the NBA and becomes a Hall of Famer. I think Nate Diaz was talking about switching sports like a retard. What is this like? Come on, load. Something today, you bitch. What are we doing? What is this? The link won't load. Okay. Let's try on the PC, I guess.
Your teammates I know we have this new guy was his name.
Patty Plumlet. Falling from such a murder. This video is not available anymore. Well, that sucks.
Rick and Morty just did a fucking non-duality episode.
Miner versus Whack-A-Mole. White hole xzaayzyx. The fuck is xzaay? Is that what we used to call it, ASICS or